ISO switch. ISO switch. ISO switch. ISO switch.
Right back with another ISO Switch episode. My name is Chris. Of course, I got my main man, Mark. What's going on, Mark?
What's up, Chris, man? Good to see you today, brother, on a great day today. Great day, right on.
No doubt. All right, so many crazy things are happening right now. We had to take like a 2 or 3 day social justice siesta from the NBA. Right. So talk to me about that, Mark. Tell me what's going on, man.
We needed that, man. I think we needed that as a country, as you and I, as basketball fans, and as everything, man. We needed that little break. I mean, because we talked about this earlier. We were going to talk about this, and the police, some of the police officers in this situation, they just don't get it, man. They're just not getting it, man. So, I mean, we needed that break, and I'm appreciative of the NBA players for standing together on this, man, standing tall on this.
I just don't understand, how a brother gets shot 7 times in the back, and then the 17-year-old dude, white dude, he's walking down the street with an AR-15, and it's like to juxtapose the white kid versus Mr. Blake, it just doesn't make sense to me. And like Michelle Obama said the other day, man, I'm just so exhausted by all of this. I mean, it's like every 2 months, 3 months, you think everything is cool, and then boom, another incident happens and another incident happens, So I don't blame the NBA or any other sports organization or franchise for saying, look, we're tired of it. Let's make some changes. I think it's great that they're going to start using all the NBA facilities for voting. I think, and it's not about voting. It's not necessarily always about voting for the president. It's about voting for the DA or the sheriff or the mayor or the governor or the senator or the congressman, people that are in the grassroots that can make changes a lot faster than, let's say, the president. Yeah, we all want to vote in November, but I think it's important that we stay cognizant of what's really, really going on a very, very local level. So that's kind of where I am with it, man. But it's just tiresome, man. It's just, I'm fed up, beyond fed up. As you know, I got 2 boys, man. I worry about constantly out in them streets, and it's tough. It's a tough call, man. So
it's tough, man. It's tough, man. Yeah. I'm like you, man. I'm like you. You got 2 boys in the mix, man. You worry about them. I worry about my nephews, and I just worry about all the young black men in the community, man. Because it's scary. You can walk outside anytime, get in your car, walk down the street, and just be shot by somebody who is not a thug or criminal, but a police officer. Right. And it could end your life right then and there, man. It's just tragic.
It's not just young boys anymore. I mean, we talking about Breonna Taylor. Say her name. So to me, it's anybody of color, man. It's just like I almost feel like a panda bear or the great white shark, like we're an endangered species or something. I feel like
you do, man.
I feel just it's just crazy. The whole thing is crazy. All right, we're gonna move on. So NBA is going on right now. I just saw the Boston Celtics whoop up on Toronto. I was very happy about that because fresh cut Tatum was balling. Right. So that series, that's the first game of the second round. How you feel that series is going to play out?
Toronto being the defending champions, man. I mean, you would think they would put up more of a fight than they did today, man. But like I said, with fresh cut Tatum, man, and a Marcus Smart, man, Tatum is now, to me, he's a bona fide veteran now. And that's a savvy bunch, man. I mean, the Celtics are not to be slept on, man. I think that's what Toronto was doing. They kind of looking past the Celtics a little bit, and then they took it on the chin today, man.
Yeah, and Kyle Lowry, who I think he has the mantle now for being the biggest flopper in the league. He stole that from Harden a couple of years ago. I just don't think they have enough firepower to deal with Boston for that series. No. So we'll see what happens. So you got Milwaukee and Miami in the next series, which I think starts tomorrow or the next day. That should be hot, man, because you got all this height with Milwaukee versus all this small guard shooting with Miami. How you feel about that one?
Jimmy Butler's a tough matchup, man, for any team, man. But so is Giannis Antetokounmpo. Did I say that right?
Good call.
Yeah.
Good call.
Practicing my hooked on phonics.
7 vowels.
Yeah, man. But it's a great matchup. Milwaukee, Miami, man. I mean, it's just some bomb squad shooting. Giannis, man, he's dunks the ball like it's a Nerf ball in a basket, man. It's just he walks down the lane and just boom, just like that, man. And it's just crazy, man. So that's one of my better matchups, man, to see this upcoming second round, third.
I think yes, it's going to be good. So that's the East. The West looks like Lakers versus Houston.
Right.
Which is probably going to happen. I mean, Houston's up 3-2 right now. Chris Paul may come out with a great game and get that series of seven games. But I think it's going to be Lakers versus Houston, and I don't think Houston has enough to deal with AD and LeBron. What do you think?
I think that with Houston, they may come out swinging, may grab 2 games. But as far as their bench and the depth, I just don't think they have enough to match up with LeBron and AD, man. And then, I mean, with what's his name? Alex, what's the dude's name? Alex, got his name, the point guard for the Lakers.
Caruso.
Yeah. They're using him in excessive minutes, man. To me, it seems like they're using more minutes than they should be using him. You need to bring Waiters off the bench a little more. In place of him, but that's going to be a good matchup. But I think I'm with you. I think the Lakers going to take that pretty easy, probably 4 or 5.
No, I agree. Then you got Utah, Denver. That's a 3-2 series for Utah right now. And Utah is so dynamic, man. That series has been for young guys. We got to talk about the young guys, the babies of the NBA. That series has been just incredible because you've had multiple 50-point performances, from Jamal Murray, Donovan Mitchell, and I just think that Utah has figured them out. So I can easily see them, rolling right into to the next round. So let's talk about these young guys, man. You got so many dynamic young guys in the league right now. I want to know. Yep. I'm gonna list a few. You got Luka, you got Jay Morant, you got Zion, you got R.J. Barrett, Jamal Murray, you got Tatum, you got Donovan Mitchell, to name only a few. Who do you think is your number one, maybe number 2 guys in the league that are pretty much pre-23 years old? Your baby.
Yeah. Well, to me, number 1, I got to go with Luka because of the way he's playing now and the way he's carrying that team. He's almost playing like he is playing like a savvy vet. And the dude is what, 21? 21?
21. He's 21.
I mean, it's unfathomable the way he's playing and the way he has maturity level. And plus, he's an international player at that, and that's another knock against him. And he's just carrying that squad. And I gotta think he's my number 1 guy on the youngins to come out right now to be playing and rolling with a good squad.
You know why I like Luka, man? I like Luka because he played his own pace, man. He doesn't get sped up. He doesn't get slowed down by anybody.
No.
So he'll get to the lane and he'll just slow down almost to a crawl, still get a bucket, still get a pass. He'll hit you with that slow-mo step back. He's just slick with it, and he's a big body guard. People don't realize he's like 230, 6'7".
Yeah, he's a big dude.
He's a big boy, man. He's a big boy. And he's been playing professionally for so long. He's just savvy. Basketball IQ is just off the charts. I love him. Of course I love Big Boy Tatum. I mean, Big Boy Zion. Yeah. But my favorite right now, my must-see guy right now, baby, is fresh cut Tatum. Jason Tatum to me, man, he can take you inside, outside. He's just fantastic. I just love his game. Defensively, he plays above Luka.
Right.
So I would, if I had to start a team right now, it'd be tough. I don't know who I would take.
You talk about fresh cut Tatum, man. He reminds me of back in our day. It reminds me of George Gervin, the way he plays, man. He's silky smooth. He's finger roll, man. One thing he could do, he's long, but he's got a severe, a nasty stroke on his shot, and he can get to the rim at will. And I think he's almost in a couple of years he'll be virtually unguardable, sort of like James Harden.
Yeah. And I gotta mention, like I guess my second or third guy is Donovan Mitchell, man. Mitchell, man, he's just a bucket, man. He just gets.
He puts up numbers.
And he's a big guard too. People don't realize that I think he's about 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", or so. But he's a big, strong, heavy point guard, and I think he's like 23 also. So you're talking about some seriously dynamic young dudes. The NBA is in good hands with these dudes, man.
Definitely, they're up and coming, man. Definitely, they're definitely in good hands.
Right. Yes. So if those are the toddlers of the NBA. Let's talk about the true babies that are about to come into the NBA. Let's talk about the top 3 guys in the league. So the draft was last week or 2 weeks ago to pick, who was gonna the place of each team. So
Right.
Minnesota has the number 1 pick, followed by Golden State, and then followed by Charlotte. Everybody's kind of saying LaMelo Ball, Anthony Edwards, and James Wiseman out of Memphis. Who do you think is going to be the number 1 pick?
I think Minnesota really needs to get that strong body, man. And Anthony Edwards, it fits that role. It fits that mode as a kind of like a Larry Johnson type thing,
Right.
kind of player like that, And I think they need that. I don't think they need a point guard right now as much as they need that strong number 3 player. And I think Anthony Edwards fits the mold for that number 1 pick, man. What do you think, man?
Right. For Minnesota, I think they should go with Anthony Edwards. I think Golden State at number 2 should probably trade their pick because they're not about the young fellas right now. I mean, you got Klay Thompson, you got Draymond, you got Andrew Wiggins, you got, of course, Curry. They want to win a championship today. They don't have time to wait for James Wiseman to put on weight to get better. So I would trade the pick, get about 2 or 3 solid veteran guys come in, and I would try to roll to another championship. And at 3, Charlotte needs a point guard. I would,
definitely,
because Rozier ain't cutting it. I would get the ball boy down there and let his daddy fight with MJ.
I watched LaMelo Ball. He was on my radars, but I thought he was really overrated at first. But watching him the past some past couple days, a lot of highlights of him, man. That dude can ball. He's got handle, and he can get up, man. And plus, he's going to have a little stroke about him with that jump shot. So, at number 3 pick, I think that's a nice little pick for
Charlotte.
For Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah. So I think those are the top 3 picks. After that, the draft kind of falls off. They don't, all the experts say they don't really consider this draft a really strong draft. But, they say that every year, and all of a sudden you have a Donovan Mitchell or Jamal Murray or whoever that comes out 2 or 3 years later and they killing everybody. So the whole weak draft, strong draft, I think you got to let that play out for a couple of years to see if what really happens with that.
I'm hoping that at the 9th pick, my Wizards can pick up. I don't think he's going to be around, but Obi Toppin. That dude is dynamic.
Yeah,
I don't think he's going to be around the 9th pick, but it'd be nice to see if they can pick him up, man. Yeah. Nice cat, man.
Obi Toppin would be perfect for them, but I see him leaving in the top 6 or 7. So
unfortunately.
But then again, man, sometimes people just they don't have a good combine, they don't have a good workout for that particular team, and next thing you know, they fall a couple of places, and boom, you just get that guy. So that's cool, man. So the NBA is in good hands right now. I think that we are. Unless somebody else gets shot 7 times in the back or gets their neck,
unfortunately, that's a bad situation. I hope that doesn't happen.
Then we're gonna have another break, man. But if anything, like we told y'all last video, just get out there and vote. Get out there and do whatever you got to do to make change happen. Now, speaking of change, I heard you had some super flies that were going to be on this show today. So let's get to them.
Right.
Shoes, Mark.
Definitely. And the shoes I got today, man, I got these like a month earlier in Europe. They released on bstn.com, which is a reputable site in Europe, man. And these are the Air Jordan 1. They call them the Rage Greens. And, man, these, a lot of folks don't like these, but I'm digging them, man. The toe material is the color on the toe box, which is, I guess, it's the greenish. We got the Rage Green on the insole. And on the bottom, it's got that zoom technology, which you can see. If you look at it close, it's got all the little Z's on here and everything.
Right.
But it's supposed to have a nice, because normally Jordan 1s are not the most comfortable shoes out there, man. I've got flat feet, and after about an hour wearing Jordan 1s, man, my dog's killing me, man.
Right. That green, the green, is that like a suede or what is that?
Yeah, this green right here on here, it's a real buttery suede. The leather here, the quality of the leather, unfortunately, is not that great. But the suede on here is almost top notch. It's got that nice little stroke on there where you can see the run on there. And it's got the 3M on the Nike check on the zoom here. The Nike,
Nike so that glows in the dark.
Yeah. Well,
it's not glows in the dark, but it's reflective. It's reflective.
Correct.
Okay.
So what do you think, man? What do you think about it? Would you rock them or what, man?
No. Not happening. Nah, I don't know, man. Black and green doesn't
Not even
really
with
flow
not even
for
with,
me.
with the colorful laces, man.
I mean, you know how much I like the Celtics, man, but that's like a
Yeah.
whole different color. I don't really like those at all. I don't like that dark of a color to go with that green and
Yeah.
the reflective swoosh. To me, that's just like it's just too much going on. It's just I don't know. I just don't like. I mean, I do like a pair of Jordan ones. Those, you know, but not that particular colorway. No,
Right.
not that particular
I get what
colorway.
you're saying, man. But
But
it's crazy.
with what you have on right now, you know, you got the C's
Kind of
hat
matches,
on.
yeah.
It matches perfectly with that shirt. I mean, yeah, I think that would work. But for this brother, I'm giving it a papa.
Oh man.
Sorry, it is what
Sorry,
it is.
buddy.
It is what it is.
Man, Chris
But,
won't even rock you, man. Oh well. But see, this
Anyway.
shirt goes with, you know, I'm talking about one of the shirt. The shirt actually has a theme. It's you know, one of these little matching shirts. It goes with
Right.
the pine greens. So
okay,
you know,
so see now those are a little bit better because
Very
the fact
similar.
that it's but the colors are different, and I can tell there's a better grain of leather on those.
but much better
Right.
going
And those are mostly black with highlights of green versus the other one had the mostly green. So I would wear those.
You
That
rock these. Okay, good.
that colorway would work. The other colorway, nah, Slim.
Not so much.
Nah, Slim. I'm baking. I'm taking those outside to barbecue in those.
Don't get no barbecue sauce.
No, if I get some barbecue sauce on them, I'm not tripping.
Yeah,
I'm
man,
not
you can't do
tripping,
that,
so.
man.
No, it's all good. So is that the only shoe you got for us today?
That's the only. Well, I have. Well, I'll probably hold off on the shoes. I got a rack and
Okay.
stack of them that have been, you know, just kind of loading up. So I want to
Right.
bring them out. You know, I'll bring them out a little later. Unless you want to see another shoe, man. It's up to you, man.
Nah, man, we good. One shoe a day.
Good?
Keep the doctor away. You know,
Yeah.
one shoe a day is good. All right, Mark. Well, look, we good. I just want to make sure, you know, with so much stuff going on right now, it seems like every day it's just something else, man. I just get so fed up and so tired. I'm almost
Right.
tired of watching CNN, and I'm tired of checking my news feeds all the time, getting crazy updates all the time.
Exactly.
But I just want to make sure everybody's just really, really staying safe. And don't forget, we are still in a pandemic. We are
That's
still
right.
dealing with COVID-19. So make sure you are washing your
Wash
hands.
it
Make
up.
sure you putting the mask on. I don't care what your mask says, as long as it's on. Social distancing. I do see a lot of people getting a little too close to your man, Chris.
You know,
It's like I want to give him the Heisman.
Rushing up against you, man.
Yeah,
Like,
I want to give him the Heisman. Like, boom, y'all need to step off, man. And look, 6 feet just ain't enough for me, man. I need like 9 feet.
You need a good 9. That's man.
I need a
6
good
feet's little
9
short.
feet.
Yeah, man.
You know, because it's just too close. It's just too close.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Well, hopefully people will get it. You know, I mean, we're in the midst of I don't know the numbers. I don't know what the numbers are saying with the amounts of cases in the U.S. But
Right.
I just hope people can get it, and then once they do get it, go out and get and vote, and we can get somebody new in the office in there, man. Just go out and rock
Just
that vote.
vote.
People fought for your right to vote, man, especially
just
black
vote.
folk. So take
That's right.
advantage of that.
that's
Yeah.
right. And look, if you don't know how to get to your polling station, Uber, Lyft, Metro bus, walk,
I'll come
Bike,
get you. I'll come carry you to the
skateboard,
station.
whatever you need to do.
Yeah, I'll carry you
And
to the
it's-
station.
And this is another thing, Mark. Do it well ahead of time. I mean, a lot of people. I mean, I know this show, the ISO Swiss Show, we worldwide, all over the country. But
Right.
a lot of states, you can vote super early. You can vote
yeah.
weeks and
Oh,
weeks
yeah.
prior to it, so you don't have to wait till election day. Get your vote in like late October,
Right.
middle October, whatever the case may be, and just get it in. And you can sit back and watch the news and see what unfolds on election day or the day after.
That's right, man. This
Yeah,
is.
so-
I mean, we know the Barack Obama year that he was elected back in 2008. Was that 2008?
Mhm.
That was
Yeah.
that was an important election. But I think this is a little bit more important, and people just need to just drop what you're doing, get out and vote, come back and get your little drink on, whatever. After you do all that,
Mhm.
but rock the vote, man. That's
Rock
the
the
key
vote,
word.
right? Drop what you're doing, because I'm about
Yeah.
to ruin the image and the style that you used to.
Oh yeah.
All right, man.
forget
We got to roll, man. I smell something cooking in the kitchen, so I'm about to go eat. So I will holler at you when I holler at you. And make sure you guys check us out on Instagram at The ISO Swiss Show. That's The ISO Swiss Show. We on Facebook. We on Twitter. We all over social
All over.
media. So just check us out wherever you can find us. And we are good to go. Mark, you got
Make sure you
anything else?
make sure they hit that like, comment. We have I think last week we had more comments than we had in a long time, and people were stepping up and giving us their opinions on what they wanted to talk about, and we're gonna get around to those, man. Me and Chris have been talking about that like all week, so we're gonna get to those topics. We got so much to talk about. We really appreciate you guys commenting, and we want to get this thing to at least 500 subscribers by the end of the year, if you can.
Yeah, 500 subscribers would be awesome. So, and we want to be interactive with our with our subscribers, followers, whatever. So, talk to us, and we will talk back. And it's just that simple, man. It's just that simple.
Interact.
Well, look,
Interact.
That's right. Interact. That's right, brother. All right, man. Well, look, we got to roll. So, I'll holler at you when I holler at you, bro.
All right, man. We the ISO Swish Show, and we out.
Boom.
ISO Swish.
Yep, let's go.